I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Good. My mic is muted? Nah, I'm good. How about now? Y'all can hear me now, right? Y'all can hear me now, right? Good. Okay. All right. So what I was saying was I'm excited because by the end of this week, the New York Knicks can be, dare I say, 9-4. Could be. Could be. Could be. Good. Could be. Could be. Right? Could be 9-4. Right? So look at everybody in the chat. I got something I want to show y'all. I want to look at with y'all. Just bear with me while I upload it just real quick. You know how when you're dealing with technology, man, you always are subject to things going wrong, right? Always subject to things going wrong with technology, man. So what I first wanted to do is look at this. So what I want to do is look at the star comparison between players, right? I want to do a comparison between Julius Randle and Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? Their numbers look eerily similar. Their numbers look eerily similar, except for the points per game. Julius Randle is outscored by Giannis by about 5 points a game, right? That's a lot, but let me show it to you again. Just want you to check it out again. So you have Giannis at 27.6, Julius at 22.5, Giannis at 11.5 rebounds, Julius at 11, Giannis at 5.8 assists, Julius at 5.5 assists. And the splits tell the story, right? Julius Randle is shooting 43% from the floor as a power forward, right? 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 So while I'm not knocking Julius. I don't want to do that. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know I love Julius. Sometimes too much, right? Y'all, sometimes I love Julius too much. Sometimes I'm biased towards Julius Randle, and I'm biased towards RJ Barrett, right? But my thing is with this matchup tonight, I kind of like our chances with the Bucks going all in the Philly game and then playing a back-to-back. Now they have us tonight. Kind of like that. Kind of like that, man. Kind of like catching the Bucks in the second half of a back-to-back. Right? My only thing is neither team is healthy. Chris Middleton is out. Brooke Lopez is out. Hey, salute y'all. I think Drew Holiday is hurt, maybe. We have Nerlens Noel out. We have Mitchell Robinson hurt. Taj Gibson had an ankle. I don't know if he's 100% yet. So both teams have issues. Both teams have issues, right? But if the Knicks can somehow pull out this W, right? If the Knicks can somehow pull out this W, and then we'll see Friday night in Charlotte, right? So the last time we played, though, Nerlens Noel played decent defense on Giannis, and we're not going to have. At least last I checked right before I got on. I don't think we're going to have. I don't think we're going to have Nerlens Noel. Right? If y'all have an update on Nerlens Noel, please let me know. Let me know. But as it stands, I don't think we'll have Nerlens tonight. So it might be Randall, Taj. So it may be some Randall, Taj. I don't know. I don't want to say Obi. You notice I danced around Obi. I was like Randall, Taj, Randall, Taj, Randall, Taj. Yeah, I danced around Obi. So Pudge Nice says Noel is starting. I hadn't seen that. I hadn't seen it. Let me go. Let me see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find an update so that we can get a source. So that if it's wrong, we can blame it on somebody. Let me see here. Knicks versus Bucks. And lineups. Okay. All right. Injury report. Luka Shamanich is out. Nerlens Noel questionable. Mitchell Robinson questionable. Starting lineup: Drew Holiday, George Hill, Grayson Allen, Giannis, Bobby Portis. And for the Knicks, Kemba, Evan, RJ, Julius, Taj. And that is according to EliteSportsNY.com. I don't know if I trust them as a source. So let me see if I find somebody. NBA.com. Okay. NBA.com is a day late. All right. This is for the last game. But anyway, yeah. But anyway. Don't know if we'll have Taj. Okay. Appreciate that, bro. DSJ says, Lawrence is going to CBSSports.com. Both Mitch and Noel are game time decisions. I don't necessarily trust CBS Sports, man. They've been real shaky with a bunch of stuff. They columnists and all that stuff, man. So so here's the thing. So we did the Julius Randle Giannis comp, right? 27.5, basically 22.5, 11.5, 11, 5.8, 5.5. Giannis can't shoot the three, 27.5. Julius is struggling from the floor, 43.2. I think this will be Julius Randle's breakout game. I'm hoping. So I hope this is the game that Julius Randle will go 17 for 24 from the floor, something crazy like that. So let's look at the one thing I have been doing over the past few months is trying to find a NBA comp to Rj Barrett, right? And so I need y'all to help me figure this out, because the only player that I can kind of find that mimics Rj Barrett is Chris Middleton. And people say I'm wrong. They like the Jimmy Butler comp. But I did a Rj Barrett, Chris Middleton slide. Right? And so RJ's numbers are down after the past 4 games. RJ's at 17.6. That's what he averaged last year. 5.9 rebounds. That's about what he averaged last year. 2.6 assists. Chris Middleton is averaging 20 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, 4.5 assists. And I do understand that Chris Middleton is out. I did check that. I understand that he's out. But the thing is, I wanted to find somebody comparable. So what are the keys to the game? So the keys to the game, in my opinion, it starts just like every game starts for the Knicks. Defense and rebounding. Right? The Bucks will probably start Bobby Portis. Right? They'll probably start Bobby Portis. And we don't want Bobby Portis to turn into 17 or 20 and 10 Bobby Portis. Right? We don't want Bobby Portis to kill us. But at the same time, we don't have anything to neutralize Bobby Portis. Right? I don't think we have anything that can neutralize any big with Nerlens Noel and Mitchell Robinson hobbled, unless you count Jericho Sims. Right? So we have to keep the Bucks off the glass. Right? Another key to tonight's game. Another key to tonight's game is the Knicks have to start scoring the basketball. Right? We flat out, and I'm not going to lie to you, we flat out cannot afford to not play defense and not be able to shoot the basketball either. So then it's like, what are we doing? You can't stop them from scoring, and we can't score either. I think we need a big, huge game from 2 of our role players, i.e. Derrick Rose and Evan Fournier. We got to have big games from them to keep defenses honest on RJ and Julius. Kemba's going to be Kemba. Right? And what kind of world do we live in when the Knicks are worried about a dude named Grayson Allen? just like Wayne Peterson said, the defense, the perimeter D got to be on point. Closeouts were bad in the first game. Yep. We got to get Randall. And to Randall's point, I'm not, and y'all going to say I'm capping for Randall again. But, Randall can't be, when the rotation come and it's somebody else's guy, and Randall get out there haphazardly, you can't blame Randall. You got to blame the other guy. Come on. I know we want to blame Randall for everything. Had a flat tire this morning. It's all Julius Randle's fault. Hardwell was good. Beans, I didn't even see Beans coming to the door. Beans was good, baby. Beans was good. Let me throw my. Yeah, man. So we got a few keys to the game. First of all, we got to get Kemba within the flow of the offense. Kemba, either Kemba is going to give us something or he ain't. Right? I'm sorry about yawning, y'all, man. I had some grits this morning. Don't want to eat grits. You know grits make you sleepy. Sherwin M. was good. Jamie Peralta was happening. Was good. Hardwell, man, I want to get Father MC on, bro. You got to help me do that. Hardwell, I gotta get Father MC on. Man, I love some Father MC, bro. Beans, what's good? Or is that the
Please talk about it, man. I hear you this morning, man. I'm on you early. What's up? What you talking about? Who need the whole who?
Yeah,
Bobby
a bunch of stuff, bro.
Bobby Portis?
No, I just don't want Bobby Portis to be the Gotham Strangler. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah, so I don't want him to be. I don't want Bobby Portis to be the Gotham Strangler. You know how every, no matter what team we play, it's like a random dude always try to show up and kill the Knicks.
Yeah.
Remember how we was watching Gorgie Niang?
Oh
He was
man.
like, who is that? Yeah.
Grayson Allen, like you said, Grayson Allen. That's the guy we got to watch out for.
Bro, right. We need. I'm saying because what we don't want to do, bro, is come into these games, have a good game plan for Giannis, and then some random kill us.
Yeah.
Because truth be told, bro, I'm gonna say this and people ain't gonna believe it, but the Knicks have the Bucks number. Right? Because we beat them this year already. We beat them twice last year, right? And if you remember correctly, DSJ, what's good?
Top of the morning, what's going on?
Top of the top, bro. Top of the top. Hey, but the only reason why they beat us last year is because some dude named Bryn Forbes was 7 for 7 for 3 last year. Remember that, DSJ?
I remember.
Remember the Bucks game? They blew us out by 30 or something.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Bryn Forbes, a dude named Bryn Forbes, who probably ain't even in the league no more. Us 3. Him and some dude named DJ Augustine. They did not miss a single 3-point shot against us in that game. Right? And it was random. We shut down everybody else.
Yeah, and think about it like this. And the reason I brought up Grayson Allen was because he was the second highest scoring player on the Bucks when we played him last, right? Okay. And he shot 6 for 9 from 3 last game. Yeah. So the last thing the one thing I want is just to close out on the perimeter and make those shots difficult for him. You know what I'm saying? If you shoot it and you got defense on you, and it's just a situation where it's good defense and better offense, I could live with that. but you got to close it out at least. Make it difficult for them.
Right. So I got two comments I want to touch on. Hey, Jamie Peralta, I looked and everything I saw, they said Mitch is questionable, right? And I just checked up to the minute, right? So two things I want to address real quick. So Charlie Ward Cousin said, Uncle Freezy, if grits make you sleepy, why did you eat it? Because they don't make you sleepy by looking at them. After you eat them, you get sleepy. You know what I'm saying?
When you put the butter, cheese in them things.
Yes. They don't make you sleepy by looking at them, bro. It's after you eat them, man. You just want to lay it down like a do-rag and some grease. You know what I'm saying? But and the second thing I was going to say is, Hard Will said we play too much help defense, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought about that briefly, but hearing Hard Will say it hits home with me, and I think that's something that we may need to talk about. Hard Will, good morning.
Morning, bro.
Bro, how are you going to come in the chat and say something like that, man? To me, I think this is profile. I think we got to talk about it.
That's the main problem. Peace, DSJ. Peace, Beans. That's the main problem, I think, because I think when I watch the show and I hear people say we need more wing defenders, I think that's so true because everybody keep blaming Mitch because we know Mitch is a threat in the paint. But think about if we could stop our man, how much more Mitch would be able to do to help his team if he's not having to leave his man. Now, I broke down on my show how when Mitch leaves his man, they figured out to pass it, make the extra pass to Mitch's man, and that's how they killing us. Right. Now, I said that about help defense because y'all mentioned Grayson Allen. He's a good player. He can hit the three. If you have to leave him to help, this is when he hits a shot. Now, in another show, I said it. I said, you know, we not breaking down the game. We not saying why this is happening to Mitch. Why the middle is always the guards are not stopping the ball. Right. That's the main problem. So Grayson Allen is open because maybe his man was helping or vice versa. I'm just giving you a good example on what I'm seeing and the reason the problem with our defense. Nobody can hold a man. So it's always making somebody help. Think about this, another great point. Nobody on that team was ever on all defensive team before. It's Tibbs' strategy that got the Knicks on the defensive list as a team defense. So Tibbs' strategy is always having Mitch help the ball drive when somebody get beat, which is making him vulnerable, always leaving his man.
Yep. But hold on, can I add something to that real quick? Because if the scheme is help, and if your man is getting drove on and Mitch steps up to help, somebody's supposed to step up to Mitch, man.
Fact.
It's all on the string. So Beans, I can't put that on Mitch.
Fact, Beans.
Job.
Fact, Beans. You know who that is? That's Randall. Pardon me, Freeze. That's Randall be at the 4. Whoever's at the 4 position don't rotate.
Thank you. That's what I want to hear.
You're right, Beans. But I was gonna get to that. You're right, Beans.
I was gonna get to that too. But the thing is that an offense know that. So point guards that beat Kemba, beat Derrick Rose off the dribble, know that the center, the big, is gonna step up, right? So as a point guard, you got multiple options. Can I throw the lob over the top of this dude that cut off the lane? Right? Do I have a lot of back then we used to call it the dunker spot. Now dudes just catch lobs all day. Right? Is there a dude in the dunker spot that I can get the ball to? If not, if that's cut off, and Mitch does an excellent job at that too, by making himself big enough by cutting off the drive, right? Cutting off the drive and cutting off the wraparound, the dish to the dunker spot, right? But at the same time, if the help comes, right? If the help, CWC was good.
Good morning, everybody.
If the help comes, it's usually a wing defender that comes and helps. Then they kick the ball back out to Grayson Allen. Now you got Grayson Allen with an open look.
This is exactly why. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. This is exactly why I said that Hardwood's going to be the next coach of the New York Knicks. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. I don't want that job. I ain't good enough to do that job now.
All right, let me All right.
I
Let
coach
me ask
kids. I coach
you
kids,
both of y'all.
DSJ. I ain't ready for that. I know what I'm ready for.
Right.
This for the panel.
I
This for the
just can
panel.
look at the game and see from knowing how to play ball and really breaking it down now that I'm an analyst or I'll be putting my point of view in. I just like to really watch to see what's going on. And you see it when we get beat, the teams have our number. They know once Mitch is gonna come up or somebody gonna help you, just move the ball. So it's easy to beat us by playing team ball and being aggressive. If you're gonna get in the paint and make somebody step up and kick the ball, they all professionals. They should make the shot like Freezy said, the alley-oop, or he has mad options on what he wants to do once he get in the paint, or he can shoot. When Mitch play mid and Mitch don't rush to leave, right after we get killed, then the guard is gonna score.
The floaters, mostly floaters, right?
Exactly. Or layup, because if Mitch stay home, that's another pro. If he's in the game, he's gonna make that, right? You can see rookies and everybody could get buckets now, right? Okay. So if Mitch doesn't go and show his presence to make those guys change their mind, we're gonna get killed the other way. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't for Mitch, and people that don't know that part or don't see what's going on or can't figure it out. That's the problem with the defense. Is too much help defense, bro. Nobody
Hardwell.
man.
Hardwell. That's why I said on the last show what you just said, man. People like, nah, CWC, you bugging. Nah, that's real. That's the eye contest, man. You have to know, like the other point guards breaking down our point guards, right? And they taking it to the rim, and they see Mitch coming towards them, and they could pass it off to Mitch guy, and that's a dunk, right?
Right.
Or they could pass it out to the wing player, and he gonna shoot that three. What's going on? They overplaying their guy too. They overplaying. Like, it don't need another guy to help out on defense. Stay with your man.
No, that's my
You know
point.
what I'm saying?
That's my
You
point. That's
overplaying.
Tip's strategy. That's Tip's strategy because we're vulnerable. Think about this. If we wasn't vulnerable, why would he have that strategy? Every time somebody drive, Mitch is looking to see what's going to happen. Even though that's okay, but if you're not getting beat from the wing, he's going to be able to stay with his man and box out more and have a better game. We need either the guys we have, and another good point, why you think Quickly is getting more time? Because he's looking better on defense. You see? Because offense ain't there. And as a coach, you know the offense is going to come back. As long as he's playing better on defense, that's what we need. So remember, we need defenders, obviously. And that's my last point on it.
And Hardwood, and you know what's they not break it down quickly, because Quickly stay in front of the point guard.
Facts. That's why
you know what I'm saying? Ain't like they break it down Kimber.
And I think that's probably inspired by McBride a little bit, because McBride came there, he started guarding like that 100 feet or just guarding his man like that. And maybe that's what's bringing that, to make Quickly do that better, which is good.
Yeah. Because iron sharpens iron, swords sharpens swords, right?
Facts.
So my thing is hard. Well, I have a technical thing, right? Because I used to coach too, right? I used to coach in the men's industrial league. I Hartwell jumped out, but I guess he'll be back. But Kemba Walker shies away from contact defensively. Kemba shies away from contact defensively. Like, what happens is Kemba up top does not get beat off the dribble, right? Where you see what happens where Kemba gets beat is when the screen, when the big screener comes up high, right? You got a little guy in Kemba Walker potentially being screened by a big sturdy center, right? And Kemba shy away from that. But what happens is Kemba doesn't close the gap back after the screen, and so he is in a weird trail position, right? Instead of like, I was taught that if you can't stay on a guard's hip, at least you can't play guard.
Fact.
You got to play something else. If you can't stay on another guard's hip or keep them in front of you, you got to play another position, bro, right? And CWC, you know this. If you can't guard your man, if you can't stay with your man, you got to guard somebody else.
Yeah, right? That's what I was saying.
And so, but with us, we don't have somebody else or another position for Kemba to play at 6 foot tall. He can't play the 2, he can't play the 3, he can't play the 4, can't play the 5. He got to play the point for us, right? So watch Kimba tonight. When Kimba sees the screen, he's gonna loop around the screen and won't be fast enough, or what's the word I'm looking for? Aggressive enough to get back on the guard hip. Like if CWC ISO me up top, right? I got two things in mind. If CWC try to dunk on me, I'm gonna foul the hell out of him. That's for one. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. I'm just joking with you. Now,
I had it happen before.
Yeah. But the thing is at guard, you got to stay on these dudes' hip, and Quickly does that better than all the Quickly, Grimes, and RJ do that better than any other of the guards that we have. Like even Fournier, when the screen comes, Fournier is so busy dodging the screen that he can't close the gap that was created by the screen. And now it gets into that situation like Hard Will said. Everything else, Hard Will, what he said was 100% right. I saw it in the Philly game. When Andre Drummond was up to set a screen, Fournier and Kimba was dodging them things like nobody's business. And they couldn't close the gap physically or aggressively in order to keep the it's just not in their DNA. They just not gonna now you're not gonna beat them straight up off the dribble. That's not what I'm saying. Like ain't nobody just gonna blow by Kimba, right? But the screen, if you watch tonight, watch how they set the screen and watch how Kimba the screen creates a gap and Kimba don't close the gap.
Hey,
I seen him get blown by without the screen too, Freezy.
Oh yeah, me too. I seen that too, Uncle Freezy.
A lot of them.
Hey, Uncle. Oh, my bad, Hardwill.
Go ahead. I just wanted to say that, guys.
Oh no, well, I was about to say when they switch RJ to the shooting guard and let him play out top with Kimber. You know what I'm saying? To help the defense out better.
But they
like that.
But CWC, what's gonna happen is they're gonna manhunt. You ever heard of manhunt? You know how what happened is say Hardwill, say I gotta guard Hardwill, right? And me and him jogging up the court. The offense already know that Hardwill probably gonna be quicker than me off the thing. So they're gonna pass the ball around till they get Hardwill and me ISO'd, right? And then that's when Hardwill will take advantage of the foot speed thing and probably throw it down 2 hands in traffic because I won't be able to keep up. You know what I'm saying? That so even if you start RJ up top, they're gonna find the dude guarding Kimba and run the same thing.
But I think RJ is quicker than Fournier to help out with Kimba.
I agree with you. Bro.
And I think Fournier could play he could play defense with like the small forward. Because if you think about it, you got Mitch over there and you got Randall that could help out with Fournier.
Okay. Can I add something, Uncle Freeze?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to address something Will said earlier. We got to get back to this help defense because how many games we've been getting killed on this help defense?
Yeah, like
every game, Beans.
All right,
Beans, Beans, break that down, bro.
Let me ask you a question. Now we've been getting killed on the help defense. Why is Tom not making mid-game adjustments? Can we talk about that? Why is he not making adjustments?
What type of adjustment are you looking for?
I'm looking for if we getting killed on the weak side, on the switch, on the ball rotation, then we need to
play over there. More. But because what I'm asking you is, do you take your best defender off the ball and put him on weak side because the ball will rotate over there?
That we got to try something, man. I don't know. We got to try something. Y'all the coaches. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a fan. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm asking y'all for y'all expertise. What do we do here? Because
I know what we do. We need to play zone. And Tim don't want to play zone. What zone do is rest on Kimber leg, it rest Rose leg, so it could be fresh. So if they play man, it ain't gonna rest nobody leg. It ain't gonna rest Rose leg or Kimber or the other guys because they're gonna be helping out with other guys. You know what I'm saying?
I think when they, in reference to what Beans was asking, I think when they go over film and they see who didn't rotate, if it's the bigs that keep not making the rotation, because it's mainly Mitch that is remember when Tibbs said at a press conference that Mitch is the anchor in the middle.
Right.
So Mitch he leave his man. So even if you tell Mitch to stay home, like I said earlier, these are pros. They're gonna make the play or make the shot. So whoever's not rotating when Mitch rotates, which is a lot, Julius Randle or whoever's at the 4. We talking about in the box, the guards are up top. Well, granted, it happens when it's a pick and roll with guards. I understand that. But we talking about the main play that when Mitch leaves and they give it to Mitch man, right? So that causes a problem from the guard constantly getting beat, making Mitch has to leave his man. That's vulnerable. Like, if I'm a coach, why would I add that in for if I had dudes that could stop their man?
Right.
Tibbs he don't want to make an adjustment. He want everybody to play man to man. That's his thing. That's why he being stubborn.
But the adjustments would be whoever can't guard their man can't be in the game. But the problem is they not producing the same offense that the person that can't stay in their man could. So you say you pick a guy like McBride to give an example, right? He's good on defense, but his NBA timing ain't there yet, and he doesn't have an NBA shot at the clip that these guys could, right? So even in the Atlanta series, when we had to just switch Derrick Rose out, we knew Derrick Rose couldn't stop Trey, right?
Yeah.
But it was just we needed to at least keep up scoring because we are more of a help defensive team anyway. Peyton was a liability. We couldn't even score or stop Trey. So I'm only using that as an example because we revert back to the same type of problems again. Whereas if nobody can't stop their man, so he's going to have to help. Or we always a helping defensive team and we not being able to guard up like RJ or, Randall could hold his man. So it's not really his fault all the time. He don't rotate. You know what I mean? Because he know the same thing that I'm talking about right now.
It's the opposite now. For this year, it's the opposite.
No, I'm just using the Trey example of that point of the reason why that happened and people question it because of he knew he couldn't stop him. Rose couldn't stop him, but Rose was scoring, right? See what I mean? But this is the same problem. We have to score and stop. Our scoring is good. Don't y'all agree we could put the ball in the hoop, right? Okay, so we don't have no defense. That's just it. When you try to figure it out, it's too much help defense that makes us look vulnerable.
Yeah.
Especially it's CWC, especially when you look at the Knicks statistics, right? When you look at the numbers say we are pretty decent defense. We just don't rebound the ball. Teams grab offensive rebounds and start offense all over.
Yeah.
Right. And so start all over with 14 more seconds, right? But I mean, because think about who you have on the floor. RJ, Julius, and Mitch are good defenders, right? You take out Mitch and you bring in Nerlens Noel. He a good defender, right? You take out Evan Fournier and bring in Quickly. He a good defender. What happens is we are getting killed at one position. Defensively. Rebound. Yeah, it's the point guards are not aggressive enough in their defense to stop the play from stop us from. Basically, the defense is being penetrated.
We can't stop the ball from getting in the middle, Freezy. Basically, constantly, everybody's getting beat off the dribble.
Yeah,
right. And so the thing is you rarely see RJ get beat off the dribble. Everybody's going to get. Julius Randle beat Giannis off the dribble twice in the first game we played against them, right? And Giannis was Defensive Player of the Year at one time, right? Maybe twice, right? So everybody's going to get beat off the dribble occasionally. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about defensive integrity, things happen. Even CWC in his prime got beat off the dribble every now and then, right?
Yeah, right.
Even Hardwell got beat off the dribble. Okay.
I ain't get beat off the dribble. I'm a defensive player.
Okay.
I'm a stopper.
That means that you was only a defensive player then. That means
no. I'm a 3-point shooter too. I ain't no joke.
But was you more of a defensive player than a 3-point shooter too, right?
I was born.
Don't slow down now. What? Answer the question.
Yeah.
Was you more of a defensive player than a 3-point shooter?
I'm both.
Okay, I respect that.
I'm good in both.
The only reason I said that because that was our point mainly, right? We saying
Right.
like how we got guys that can put the ball in the hoop, but they can't play D, and that's like we were saying, back in the days we have more two-way players, but kids focus on more offense because what they see these guys doing, but they don't realize that Curry wasn't doing that at the beginning of his career, and these guys took a long time to get there. So the point we making is we have guys that can shoot the ball but can't play D. We need
Right.
two-way players on the Knicks, man, like RJ.
Right.
Yeah.
And what it boils down to is the team is not as talented as we want them to be, but they play with more heart. This team plays with so much heart that we fall in love with that. We in love with this team, bro. We think this team can do amazing things because they play with heart, right? And what I'm saying is like to Hard Will's question, if you could, to Hard Will's point, if you can combine Kemba Walker's offense and Miles McBride's defense, bro, we wouldn't even be having this conversation, right?
Well,
If you combine Grimes's defense and Fournier's offense, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
But Freezy, you know why that's such a good point? Because we on our way there if those guys is on the team with those guys, because they're gonna be able to shoot the ball like that soon, being at those guys, but he gonna have to start giving them some time though, honestly, in order for them to have a faster progression. Like if you're not really gonna win this year, you gotta look at it and say, I gotta get these guys in because these are the guys that's gonna get us to where we need to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you, bro. And the funny thing about it is this, right? This is the funny thing about it. So I was watching parts of the Duke Kentucky game. Anybody else saw the Duke Kentucky game?
I didn't see it.
CWC, did you see the parts of the Duke Kentucky game?
Nah.
Hey, chat, did y'all see that? Did y'all see the game?
What you talking about? Years ago? What we talking about?
No, I'm talking about last night.
Oh, no. I didn't see that.
Last night. The thing I'm getting at is so the players from Duke showed up. So you had Rj Barrett, right? And then you had the Kentucky Nation was there, and you had your Kevin Knox was there, your Nerlens Noel was there. Who else went to Kentucky? Your Emmanuel Quickly was there. Randall was there. It's one other player. Who else was there? Oh, Obi was there. He didn't go to Kentucky. Obi was there rooting on his brother. His brother played for Kentucky, right? But you know who else was there? Together, Grimes and McBride were there together, like homies. You know what I'm saying? So this rookie thing for them is not a deal where, you know what I'm saying, they getting. Oh, and John Wall was there too. Good, good shout. Hey, that's your Thomas. Good. Hey, yeah. John Wall was there too. But the thing is Miles McBride and Quentin Grimes, they not along for the ride, bro. They want to play. They take this thing serious. Jay Boogie, what's good? They taking this thing serious, bro. Them cats want minutes. They want to play. And the weird thing is like they look like they kind of like homies. You know what I'm saying? Like and I know CWC. I know you're gonna be like, oh man, they homies, they just went to the game. Nah, I'm talking about homies like how quickly and Obi homied up last season. Remember they used to stay after the game last season, get up shots, get them more minutes. Yeah. So
I think what we need, go get a wing player and a point guard. If Kemba keep on playing the way he playing, we need a point guard, man.
Why not?
I think Randall needs to step up his defensive intensity.
No, it's not Randall.
Don't say that, Beans. Next thing you know, Stafford Don will come in here saying that we're slandering his name. The Freezy gonna throw a fit.
No, I'm not
promoting Randall the sainthood.
Yeah, but with his men, a little bit.
Like what Uncle Freezy said, like our point guard is not is not putting pressure, man, on nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's our
So
guards, period. Not just Kimba. Let's
Yeah.
call it
yeah,
what we
yeah.
see. Fournier
Just
can't really
28.
stop the ball neither.
Right. 28 ain't
But
stopping
it
nothing,
was
bro.
exposing Fournier too, cause when the other point guard penetrate to the hole, he break it down everything.
Fournier's defense is more frustrating than Kimba's defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
It just seems like give you an example. The game that we lost, who did we lose to? Cleveland. We lost to Cleveland, right? Kemba Walker wasn't even on the court, and we still wanted to blame somebody for the terrible point guard defense, right? But Kemba wasn't there, right? So who you gonna blame now? Kemba didn't play. CWC, who you gonna blame when Kemba ain't there?
Because it's that easy, Freezy, though. Like, as far as like, we broke it down. It's not like the guard has to drive and score, but he's a pro. So if he get in the paint and Mitch come, that's an easy play, a oop, or it's just giving the ball up once you attack. And if you could stop that from happening, then they got to work from more outside, just moving the ball. Then they got to shoot threes. You said it earlier. Fournier's going up on the screen like he's guarding a great 3-point shooter when he could just slide right through and meet the player right there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff we see that's crazy.
Yeah.
My bad, Uncle Freezy. I was at the cashier line.
Nah.
I know what you're saying. You have to blame Rose too, but you can't blame Rose too, cause Tibbs know he have four knee surgery. You know Rose can't guard nobody.
Right.
He tried. He put in effort, but he can't guard nobody. Because if you think about it, other coaches on the other team like, hey, listen, his knees hurting, go right past him. Go right past him. He ain't gonna ever stop you.
Right.
It's speed, man.
That's a problem. Two players that's vulnerable, Freezy. Now instead of just if you had one guard at least coming off the bench that could stop somebody, but you got Kimba and Rose being a liability on defense somewhat.
Right.
Which is funny because they got the capability of beating everybody else on offense. So it's like, where's the, you know what I'm saying, where's the compatibility on defense where, you know what I'm saying, it takes the same level of, and see, they're both willing defenders. I think that's the problem in a nutshell. They're both willing defenders. So it's not like a matter of, you know, it's not Swiss cheese, you know what I'm saying, defense where, you know what I'm saying, you pass the ball to a point guard and, you know what I'm saying, it's open season. Right. I think the issue really boils down to, you know what I'm saying, again, I think that pick and roll, I've seen it happen way too often, and that Philly game was a prime example of that. Tyrese Maxey wasn't really beating Kemba off the dribble, but once that pick and roll came, then, you know what I'm saying, Kemba was, you know what I'm saying, trying to fight back to get in position. He was playing on the hip of, he was playing on the backside of the hip of Maxey or, you know what I'm saying, Shake Milton the entire time. You know.
So here's a coaching alternative to that, right? So hey, so this is for Beans right here. Beans, as soon as you said that, guess who showed up?
Oh man.
Yeah, so Hardwell, this is a coaching alternative to what we're discussing, right? So if the guards can't stay attached to their man after the screen comes, why not just switch it? Why not just put your big on a little and your little on a big?
It's a good question. They have to try something different. Right. So that goes back to Tibbs not wanting to make adjustments because I keep seeing it over and over. I didn't just see this one game, the point of how they want Mitch to continue to help. Right. But if that's your team strategy, then how is it? You know, you have to change your strategy.
Yeah. All right. Let me ask you this, bro. Because at the end of the day, if Tibbs is seeing it over and over again happening, you want to know why he's not changing it? Because it's your star player that's getting beat. So what you gonna take out?
He's not who, Julius?
Yeah.
No, Julius is good on the ball. He not
I'm talking about
rotating sometime, Beans. He not making the right rotation. But you gotta remember, as much as Julius brings to the team, that's the problem. That's why we keep sitting here when we ask the question and it's getting quiet.
Right.
Because what you just said, he's bringing too much to the team, and he's the one that's not making a rotation. Remember when I said it earlier, you said, thank you. I've been waiting for somebody to say it. He's not. Many times Julius Randle is in the four. So what happens is he's there. You know what I mean? When Mitch goes up to stop the ball. But I try to break it down from where it first began from. So if we can have guards who wouldn't have to make Mitch leave his man, that could help prevent the problem that's happening so much. When you try to fix something, right? It's more than one way to fix a flat or fix anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just my point with it. We had to find other ways to be more flexible fixing it, because think about it. Mitch is good at it and it's valuable to us. And it makes us a better team. You know what I mean? But give him more rest with having players in that's not going to be able to get in the middle so easy. That's the main point. I don't think, like Freezy said it, I don't think you should be in the game if you let your man beat you so easy more than once or twice.
Yeah.
We a deep team. We
Hey,
shouldn't be
if I was-
allowing that. And Beans, honestly, I wanted to say, you were saying something about the other day about the rookies and I kind of agree with you a little bit as far as giving them a chance if we're not going to win. Not just to give them guys minutes who know how to put the ball in the hoop more than they do, Beans. That's the part you got to take in and understand, that if we take a guy out who is scoring for us, right, but they just can't step up their defense enough, McBride is not going to be able to put the ball in the hoop at the same clip as that player right away. So that's why we said earlier that the future is bright, even with those guys being around those guys that put the ball in the hoop at that clip. So they know they got to score like that because they on that team. You know what I mean?
I understand that. But if Grimes can't do it, I got faith in Grimes, thinking Grimes can do it.
Yeah, because you said McBride first, I remember, and then you said Grimes. And I said
Grimes could do it. He could play
a better
defense.
way to say it, Grimes, because you see he getting more minutes here and there than McBride. But his Grimes shot is better than McBride, because Grimes, he went to Houston. He went to Houston when he was already supposed to be drafted right after going to Kansas. He just had problems. He was projected to be a top 5 pick in the year before draft. So Grimes has an upside.
Not the year before, but 2 years before.
Yeah.
No, because he had to do 1 year out. He shot out 1 year, right, Freezy?
Yeah, he did 2 years at Houston, right?
Okay, you're right.
So the thing is Quentin Grimes. So think about this: Quentin Grimes, Cam Reddish, Rj Barrett, Zion, and I believe it was the point guard from Cleveland, Darius Garland. No, not Darius Garland. It was one other person. Was supposed to be the top 5 picks in the RJ draft.
Right.
Well,
those were supposed to be the top 5. Quentin Grimes, people forget about that. Quentin Grimes was supposed to be a top 5 pick in the draft, right? But what happened is he got to Kansas and he was trying to play like D'Angelo Russell, but he is not built to be a D'Angelo Russell at the next level, right? He didn't have the point guard instincts, even though he did it in high school, right? So he had a bad year at Kansas learning that lesson. And there's no fault in that. Hey, listen, if you talk to a man that said they ain't never been through trials and tribulation in their life, he a liar. And get away from him. Everybody go through trials and tribulations, bro. And Grimes went through that at Kansas. He went to Houston. He revamped his playing style. Had a meh year, and then this past year, he did. They turned him into a 3-and-D wing, and he thrived at it, right? And that's why we got him, because he was supposed to be a top 5 pick along with Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish and Rj Barrett was supposed to be the best 2 players in the class, and Grimes, right? But people take different paths to the end goal. It just happens, bro.
Freezy, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Freezy, I want to give my take on the Grimes and Kansas situation, because remember, when you look back at that team, and I watch college basketball a lot, right? I made a joke about it before. Coach Self is selfish in a way, and think about it, because Grimes was one and done supposedly, because you just mentioned he was on that list, which is true, right? It wasn't his play. It was that Self recruited him and then changed and wanted him to play more in the system when he was already projected to go one and done.
Right.
So it wasn't even his fault. What really happened to him, that slowed down his confidence and progression in his game, if you ask me. Even though, like you said, adversity, and for him to bounce back the way he did, and he went over there with Houston, that
Right.
coach taught him how to defense, how to play hard, guarding the ball.
Right.
So that was just the point I wanted to make on more of the story of what happened at Kansas, because he already had top. He was being
He
recruited.
killed in the Michigan game. Remember the Michigan State
Exactly.
game? The
Thank
Michigan
you.
State game.
Yeah.
He killed Michigan State. Yeah.
Yes. I wanted to
Yeah.
say
And
that.
we might not have to make a trade. It's just adjustment. If Tibbs played the young guys to see what they have, they could be our missing pieces.
Okay, I can see that. I can see
That's
that too.
true.
At
least Grimes. At least Grimes,
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have high expectations for Jericho Sims, even though I think he is gonna be a solid pro. But I don't see superstar on Jericho Sims. Right? I see if he develops all of his skills, dollar store Jared Allen, a dude that can rebound a lot, super athletic, can dunk in traffic, good finisher, right?
Yeah, you just want capable. You don't look for superstar, just capable.
But right, because our thing is we don't want no more swing and misses, right? Because we swing and we miss, bro. We swing and we miss. Knox looks like a swing and miss, even though I love Knox. Right? Frank was a swing and miss. DSJ was a swing and miss. Damian Dotson was a swing and miss. No, not you. You're an R&B singer. Yeah. And so what I'm getting at is, and to DSJ's point, if we just have a good NBA, a good rotation player in Jericho Sims, I think we hit the lotto, right?
Okay.
But my deal is I don't know if we have to go out and get a guy, but I would love to go out and get a guy that fits the RJ Barrett timeline. You know what I'm saying? Somebody RJ Barrett age that can come in, and Cam Reddish would be perfect, because you know what that does? That does not threaten Julius Randle in the slightest. Julius Randle can still be number one in the pecking order. RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish can support. You bring along Grimes, quickly, Obi, McBride, and Sims. You replenish the back end of the roster with veterans along and along. The young core gets better, and I forgot to say Obi, but the young crowd gets better along and along, and then you build towards that championship that all of us want. But you have to upgrade the perimeter defense. You have to.
So you don't think well, I can't ask you because I know you did. But I think Grimes can be RJ running mate.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Tibbs might know that too. Tibbs might see what we see too, because he keep trying to put Grimes in a little bit.
What's up, DSJ?
Oh, you mean his Beans? You mean his main running mate?
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're getting at. So what do you see in Grimes that make you think he can be RJ's main running mate? Not necessarily starting, but getting a lot of minutes to get a lot of playing minutes for RJ.
I'm really feeling his defense. His defense is no joke. And to keep it a buck, his shot is better than Quickly's.
Yeah.
If you get him the same amount of shots, I bet you he'll knock down more.
Right.
And he's a good free throw shooter.
But Beans, it's easy to say that if you don't see him a lot. You know that, right, Beans?
I know, I understand that, but I've been watching him ever since he put on the Knicks uniform, from summer league, from preseason, and I even watched him a little bit in Houston when they made the Elite Eight.
I got a question for you then.
What's up?
Okay, you saying that, right? Then you see more quickly?
Yeah.
So how from that little bit you saying you saw, and that's not a small bit, but what you saw could be more than what you saw from Quickly and what Quickly did for our team. If you was a coach in that situation, that's why it looks the way it looks. And
I'm not saying he's not doing his thing though, bro. Quickly is doing his thing.
I know you're not saying that. I'm talking about from your comparison of why you think he should take his minutes. I asked you from a coach's perspective, right? so that you know that this guy been around you for a whole season already.
Yeah.
You got to take all that in it, like, you know what I mean? So you would understand why he doing what he doing. And is Grimes really doing something to make it overpower that? And quickly is playing defense too.
Yeah,
so
he is. He's
that's the
definitely put this
problem.
defense up.
I think he got to get time from somebody else. He got to get Fournier minutes. But it's the money situation with Fournier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. Or so Beans, I would offer this as an alternative too, because I hear your question, and I don't want to make it seem like we ain't chopping it up about what you're talking about, bro. I would say either. So if you're not going to improve the defense, then I say you definitely got to go get some offensive punch from multiple places, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Kemba gonna stay at point and Fournier gonna play, and you already know what they're giving you, I think you got to definitely get some offense off the bench.
Okay.
And I don't mean no 11 points a game. I'm talking about a 17 point per game scorer that can get in fuego at any given. Terrence Ross.
Okay.
You
Okay. What about? Okay. I hear you lobbying for Terrence Ross a lot.
Can I add something to that?
You really want Terrence Ross?
Nah, bro. Nah. I mean, I just don't want to offer a solution or answer the question without a solution. Because I know how people. You know how people answer a question with a question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be trying to get. So when I answer your question, I'll be wanting to at least have some examples.
Mm-hmm. I still think we need a scoring center to keep it a buck. I think that's what we're missing. A scoring center, like a stretch five.
I've been saying that for a minute.
But who minutes he gonna take?
Mitch?
Unless you trade Mitch for Miles Turner or something like that, I guess. I don't know, but
I Miles Turner, or I would take that kid from Phoenix that they not trying to pay. Come on home, we'll take you, and we're gonna give you some good money.
Yeah, but Ayton's problem is, okay, you get
injury
him,
prone.
you're going not just the injury thing, but you're gonna sacrifice the same thing that you're talking about now. The level of defense is gonna go down, and you know what I'm saying, it'll be a complaint about that.
But
DSJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said his defense ain't no good?
Not that it's no good, but you're gonna see a decrease in it. The same way everybody's complaining about the Fournier and Kemba defense as opposed to Elfrid Payton and Bullock last year. What I think will happen is you'll get offense from Ayton, but you're gonna have to sacrifice some defense. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to with Mitch. Mitch, I think everybody feels like, okay, he's a solid defender. So your biggest thing is getting scoring from Mitch is a bonus. But if you're looking at, okay, I bring in Ayton, you're hoping that he can at least protect the rim at some point. You know what I'm saying?
See, the way I'm looking at, if we put him in the team defense, like we got Mitch in the team defense, I think he'll be all right. That's what I'm thinking. We already know he's 100% scorer better than Mitch or Noel. So that's going to open up the floor for Fleazy Boy Randall to come through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if we got to sacrifice, like we were saying the other day, we got to sacrifice something for something. We need to switch something up. I just can't put my finger on it, but something needs to be switched. And I think a scoring center would be 100.
Hey,
I think. Oh,
okay,
sorry.
bro.
No. What I was saying, while I was on Uncle Ron's show, and everybody was like laughing at me, like, no, he can't play. He can't guard the 3-pointers. I wanted Drummond for our center, and what he did, he gave you 25 rebounds and 14 points. Come on, man, and think about it. If we had Drummond, right, the other guys could play their position nice.
Right. And see,
that's all I have to say, Uncle Crazy.
I feel you on that, but I don't know about Drummond starting because he does get the ticky tack injury kind of like what we're dealing with right now. But I will say this: I'm not opposed to it. But secondly, what I want to say is, DeAndre Ayton is not a bad defender, and he's an excellent rebounder. But the thing I don't want to do is a Miles Turner, right? The reason why I don't want to do Miles Turner is because to me it'll be like the DSJ. You might want to close your ears, but Miles Turner to me is like Andrea Bargnani, right?
Oh no!
Yep. You only see.
I get what you're saying.
You only see how good he is when he play us. When he play everybody else, he look regular. He man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
The game he had against us was an anomaly. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm
saying?
But
it's always it's those anomalies always happen with us.
You try to say Uncle Freezy when he play against other teams, he don't score no 7 3-pointers.
Nah.
That's what you saying.
What I'm saying is when he play against everybody else, you know what I'm saying, he white on white forces. Right? But when he play against everybody in the league, he white on white forces. Right? But when he play against the Knicks, he the ruby red Jordan 11s. You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, on StockX, these joints is like $450. You know what I'm saying? It's with Miles Turner. Think about, and so we get enamored with Miles Turner because every time we see him, he killing us. But when he play against everybody else, he all right.
Yeah, do you question that as far as the paces, is it possible the paces really don't feature him in the offense enough? Because at the end of the day, you see Sabonis is the all-star on that team, but prior to that, they featured Miles Turner a lot more. So, you know, it could just be the switch up of, you know what I'm saying, trying to feature.
Yeah, because Turner was there before him.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at with my and so the thing is though, is we don't want to try to figure out that question after we done gave up Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes, and Emmanuel Quickly.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? For Miles Turner, and then we get here and we still got to answer the question. We would have just been better off not doing a deal. And in my opinion, like Andrea Bargnani. Bargnani was with him and Chris Bosh was in Toronto. Bosh was the killer, right? Except for when they played the Knicks, Bargnani was the killer, and everybody thought about how good Bargnani was. You know, even our front office, and we traded Landry Fields, Steve Novak, 2 first-round picks, and something else for a dude that couldn't even walk and chew bubblegum at the same time.
Yeah, that gotta be one of the worst trades in history. I still hate that trade to this day.
But you remember how Bargnani used to kill us though, bro?
Yeah.
Bargnani used to used to take our centers off the dribble and yam in traffic, bro. You like no wonder he was the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm. He was like one of the first like stretch fives that was really like killing him.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, I don't want to bring Miles Turner here and try to figure it out. I think the rim protection for the Knicks is not the problem, right? I think our rim protection is actually pretty good when our centers are healthy.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
It's good when they can just rim protect. You understand what I'm saying? When they ain't got to worry about nobody else, man. That's when they good.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think it's gonna play like 5 games this season.
Hey, CWC, you breaking up, bro?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good. Okay.
I'm good.
Hey, right. and movies and stuff, right? He like, yo, Mitch is huge, but he putting up baby numbers. I agree. I agree with him there. But what I don't want to do though is trade Mitch, Obi, Grimes, and McBride for Miles Turner, and then
no. They ain't getting all of that. They're not getting all of that. No.
I mean, that's what they make. Might be what they require.
Nah. See, Uncle Freezy, that's when Tibbs need to play the young guys to see what they have.
Right. Right.
That's
I
the
gotta
thing.
jump off real quick, but I'll be back in the chat.
Okay. Okay.
All right, DSJ.
All right, salute.
Yeah,
Tibbs is being stubborn, man. He going back in his way. This ain't the 90s no more, man. This is a new era, man. Play them rookies, man.
I think somebody else telling them that too.
Yeah. Hey, Hard Will, Uncle
Yeah.
Freezy. When you go around the NBA, when you check out other teams, who they playing? They're rookies.
they playing a lot of young guys are playing, bro. But it depends on what direction you're going, right?
But
and how injuries are affecting your team right now.
But Uncle Freezy, check this out. If we don't play our rookies right, the other team's rookies will have advantage of our rookies because we're not playing them much.
Right.
But our rookies
You know
are
what
so
I'm
great; they'll hold it down. I got faith in them.
Look at Sim when he got on the court. He looked nervous because he ain't been playing that much.
But that's why he can't get on the court.
Right.
Yeah, but Hard Will, you have to play your rookies, man. So
I
they can't
agree.
be
In
nervous.
certain situations, they should get on
Like
the
if they
court.
playing against
But
Detroit or the Kings, play your rookies, man.
it's certain teams playing rookies for reasons, like he was saying. Like we got a deep team, and I think in like I keep bringing up the Cole Anthony situation in certain situations where you should have played your rookies. Just put somebody else in to stop the ball. I always believe, like, if you see a young guy on the other team, put a young guy to stay with him. I've seen coaches do that through the years of watching basketball.
Right.
But Tibbs don't do certain things. So we seeing that, and I guess some other people is telling Tibbs the same thing. And hopefully now, because it's a lot of people that's, over there with the Knicks, you see West and all of those guys, they travel with the team. So they talking to Tibbs, man, and he got to get out of his ways, I think. It's slowly changing.
Right. And at the same time, so CWC, the reason why I disagree with playing the rookies for the sake of playing the rookies is at the same time, you can't develop 3 groups of players at the same time. Right? In my opinion, Tibbs is solely focused on developing Randall into a superstar, right? But not going to him, yelling at him about fundamentals, but by talking like, hey, Julius, during this time of the game, they like this, or this situation when teams are down by 15 to us, what they want you to do is start jump shooting. Julius, just go to the basket, bro. Go to the basket more. Like little stuff just getting in his ear. Because you say stuff like that because when teams have a 15-point lead, you want them to jump shoot. So when they miss, you can get out in transition and get easy buckets. Right? And the other thing too is he is also developing Rj Barrett and Emmanuel quickly. Right? And you see it. But think about this. CWC. He probably in the chat. I probably got bumped off, but look at the minutes that IQ and RJ get compared to Obi Toppin. Right? The 2-guard position is deeper than any other position on this team. Right? Power forward, there's only one dude in front of Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin don't have like five power forwards in front of him. Right? But Obi gets less minutes. Right? You can see that Tibbs has quickly in a role. He wants quickly to become a point guard down the road. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he also wants RJ. He also wants RJ to develop into a Jimmy Butler type player. Right? All around defensive first guy. Right? He's developing RJ into that. That's why when RJ is breaking it up out there, Tibbs is like, keep shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then to say, Tibbs, well, not only do we want you to develop Randall into a superstar and develop RJ and quickly, we also want you to develop Grimes and McBride.
Yeah.
That's just too much for to ask of a head coach, though, bro. And we want you to win.
At the same time, that's too much to ask.
Yeah, that's too much to ask, bro. That's too much to ask because, and not saying that the other players aren't important, but there's a pecking order. You got to, your best player has to have a certain level of development, and Tibbs is dragging Randall in that direction.
But is that fair, Freezy, on the Randall part?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Why?
But that's why we have a coaching staff too.
Right. It's fair because okay. So my thing is, it's fair because if you sign up for it and you commit to it, when it comes, you can't step away and say, "Nah, I ain't ready."
Yeah.
Randall signed 2 contracts with the Knicks now. 2 of them. He signed as a free agent, and he averaged 19.5 points a game and 19.7 rebounds in his first year. Right? People said those were empty numbers. So what he did was he read all the news clippings. He came back as a better player last year and made the All-Star team. Right? Shot career highs from 3, all these career high assists, all those things, right? And not only did he do that, he came back this year even better, even though the numbers don't bear that out yet. But you can tell Randall has taken on the leadership role of being the man for the Knicks and signed a contract extension. Right? So there's that thing. Tibbs is wanting him to be, if you say you're going to be the man, I'm going to help you become the man. Because nobody becomes the man by themselves. Even, listen, CWC, even Hard Will is the man, right? But he didn't get there overnight. He got help along the way from a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? But then if you say, well, develop Randall into a superstar, develop RJ and quickly into the supporting cast in the future, and develop McBride and Grimes and all that at the same time, and win in New York City, that's just too much, bro.
That's why you got a coaching staff.
So the people that he putting on the back burner is probably going to be the people that possibly could be traded. Because what you're saying is like, and it's true though, you're saying like it's Randall, focus on Randall, but Obi, you said Obi's in that position and he's not getting as much minutes as the other players are in the other positions.
Right.
And I see a great improvement in Obi.
Me too.
And I feel like you have to either, if it's going to be like that, you got to find another position for him to play. He getting up court faster than everybody. He playing defense. He's scoring. He's attacking the rim with velocity. Like, you got to give it up for Obi. I haven't seen him play this way yet. This is his first NBA come out where I could say he actually looked faster. And if Tibbs don't see that, just because Randall giving us what he's supposed to give us, right? What about building him too, just like the other guys you was just talking about?
I think they try to do that, bro. But Obi makes simple mistakes, bro. Like okay, they call a play. Clearly, Obi was supposed to come up top and set a screen. He went to the corner, right? The ball handler looking like, oh, come on, and Obi run back over and set the screen, and then go back to the corner, right?
You know,
they come down and run the play for Obi, right? Again, Obi's in the corner, dude. Wait, like, come on. And Tibbs go to the bench. He like looking for anybody. He like CWC going the game for Obi, and Obi didn't play another second that game.
See, that's what I'm glad you said that. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that's Tibbs' fault because he's not giving them enough minutes to learn from that. And there's other guys out there that's older than him, been doing that, still making the same mistakes.
Right.
So, and if he's and this is how I think, if he's improving in all these other fields, just as well as he's so happy with Quickly's defense and he's not putting the ball in the hoop the same way he is, the same way you give him the benefit of the doubt, you got to give Obi the same benefit of the doubt. My main point of bringing up the Obi point, because you mentioned that Randall hogs the minutes in that position. And I feel like if Obi's still showing you checking the boxes and all these other boxes and where he's improving at, right? That to me earns more minutes. You ain't going to mess with Julius minutes, then you got to give up somebody else's minutes. And they've been playing in 5, the small ball, which I think they need to do more, because Obi's getting down the court, like I said, or maybe in the 3. I'm not sure. Or I'm not sure, but Obi deserved more minutes. That's my main point on the, who he's believing in and who he's not believing in. But we see what we see, and these other players deserve more time because we all got eyes.
Right. Yeah, everybody make mistakes.
Not about players on the bench that nobody saw minutes or NBA hours of too crazy about. I'm talking about players who we seen NBA hours who should already improve, like Obi and players like that. Quickly,
I would say this to that CWC. If anybody deserves to have their minutes shaved off some, it's Fournier. And he has been. Because if you notice towards the end of games, Fournier hadn't been playing towards the end of games.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not knocking, like with me. I think we get it twisted. Like people are thinking that I don't want to play the kids. I do want to play the kids, bro.
What's me? How many?
Yeah. I don't dislike.
That was me talking to you, Freezy, not CWC.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, Uncle Freezy, who do we play after the Bucks?
Charlotte. We'll be in Charlotte.
Okay.
You gonna be in Charlotte? You come to the Charlotte game?
Really?
Bro, you live in the South. Come on, bro.
I live in St. Petersburg. But I come into North Carolina on Thursday too.
This tomorrow.
Yeah.
The game is Friday in Charlotte, bro. What you talking about? How you gonna shoot me the ice grill about the game Friday? I asked you when you gonna be there. You was like, no, I live in, and then you gonna be around here.
I was just saying I live in St. Petersburg.
It's gonna be
now, if I was living in Charlotte or somewhere, I would went to the game. Charlotte. But I only got a couple of days in North Carolina.
What part of North Carolina you going to?
I'm going to see my mom. She lives in Fayetteville. Fayetteville.
Wow, I know what that's. I went to school over there in Laurinburg, North Carolina. That's where Fayetteville is at.
Yeah,
it's wild over there.
That's about an hour away from me, bro.
Oh,
yeah, that's about an hour away from me. Where you at? Fayetteville State?
Oh, I had no idea. I just know she lives in Fayetteville.
No, I'm talking to Hardwell.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I live in Jersey now.
No, I'm talking about what school you went to.
Oh, in Laurinburg, North Carolina. It was called Laurinburg Prep. It's near Fayetteville, yeah.
Okay.
Gil Reynolds was our coach. A lot of players went there. Stymie went there. I don't know if you heard of Stymie from New York. He lost his eye, but he's played ball. Okay. A lot of players went to this prep school I went to in North Carolina. We played against UNC JV.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Oak Hill too.
Oh, Oak Hill?
Yeah, when I went to high school there, that was our schedule. We played against Oak Hill, UNC JV.
Schools you put numbers up?
Huh?
You put numbers up?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What you have?
What, an average?
Nah, against Oak Hill.
Oh, against Oak Hill, I think I had like 16. I ain't really, they beat us, them boys.
They good, bro.
Okay.
They good. I mean, Oak Hill is good. DeMatha is good. But they ain't no St. Anthony's now. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no St. Peter's. Let's go. Shout out to Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know Rice.
Yeah, man. Because when I was a shorty, we used to play at these police athletic league events. So I'm a little bit older than Bobby Hurley and Kenny Anderson, but they was dead, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I don't know if you noticed or not, but you can tell when cats have talent when they like 9 or 10 years old, bro. They just move different than everybody else.
Yeah, I got a 6th grader playing on my 9th grade team, but I've been training him since he was in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
And serious.
They
But
just
playing for
move
future, man.
different, bro.
That's crazy.
It's like LaMelo Ball.
Right.
Me too.
And that's why I thought of that Charlotte game when you said that. Because when you watch him play, it's like, you let a young boy in and they see it's easy. It's over. That's how I was when I was coming up. I remember I used to be in the PAL playing against Oliver Taylor and Kurt Taylor because they was from Far Rockaway. Oliver Taylor played for the Bulls.
Okay.
So those was the dudes I grew up playing against. You know what I'm saying? He used to be in the PAL playing in just a regular game.
Right.
So like when you play against dudes like that, he played for Seton Hall too.
Okay.
When you play against dudes like that early on, that's what make you good. And I think now the young guys, they just like, the internet, how fast the game is now, they learning so fast. That's why I think like LaMelo Ball, these dudes is the future of the league. The way they move and what they're doing so fast. And even RJ, you got to look at the production rate, how fast Reeves. I always talk about that.
Yeah.
These future players, man, the NBA is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's going in the right direction.
Bro, I'll tell you what, so I played against this dude named Raphael Addison. People probably don't even remember who it is. He plays for Syracuse way back in the 80s, back when they had it's just a long time ago. Right. Mm-hmm. But when we were little, mind you, this dude is like 3 or 4 years older than me, right? When we was little, the dude just moved different. Like he's about 12 or 13, I was about 9. And he could do stuff with the basketball, bro. You just like, yo, this is like the stuff you be seeing on TV. This dude doing it, he 12. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These dudes, like we used to be at Bayside Park, right? Like we'll be at Bayside Park, right? And you know what I'm saying? Old heads will be out there playing for bread, and they'll be like, yo, let me get Ralph. You know what I'm saying? And he was like 11. And he was running point for them. You know what I'm saying? And with bread on the line, Ralph will be like, yo, I ain't got no $5. Like, yo, I got you. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? It's dudes be young, bro. They just move different. You can tell. It's when RJ Barrett put up 37 on Chino Hills. RJ Barrett was a CWC. You remember that? RJ Barrett was a freshman, putting up 37 on Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is a good defender. Lonzo Ball was a 12th grader. RJ Barrett was a 9th grader, giving him the business, bro. The business. 37 off the bench.
Yeah, that boy. Woo. I just like D Rose though, Freezy too. D Rose is like that because of his brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. D Rose brothers and them used to put bread on the line. You know what I'm saying? They was like, Pooh, we can't lose, bro. You know we broke. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They telling Pooh, they like, yo, Pooh, we got $50. And if you lose, we ain't eating. And so D Rose is out there playing for bread, bro. That people wonder what, yo, man, listen, man. Young dudes, bro. I'm telling you, man, they just move. You know what I'm saying? They just move different, bro. You know what I'm saying? D Rose giving grown men the business. I watched the documentary. I saw that. It was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We took part of Mama Light Bill and put it on Pooh. You know what I'm saying? Just so we had something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, who is Pooh? Who is Pooh? And they talk about D Rose, their little brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it is. We had a dude, man, in Jersey City. It was a dude named David Rivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
The slickest dude, bro. CWC, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The slickest dude with handles I seen in person. David Rivers, bro. David Rivers. Now people don't remember him, but he was an All-American at Notre Dame back when Notre Dame was a powerhouse, and the Lakers drafted him with their first-round pick, bro. The Lakers was the world champs, right? And they drafted him with their first-round pick. So so you like, yo, this is crazy. But anyways.
Yo, Freezy, Can I answer this question real quick?
Do
Would
you
you
think,
trade
bro?
Toppin quickly for Brandon Ingram? Yes. I just wanted to get that in there.
Yeah, man. I love Obi and Quick.
Love him.
I love Obi and Quick. I'm coming around to Grimes, but I really like McBride. Like McBride is my preference out of those two, but Grimes is coming around for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, but what would you do with the money? What kind of money situation? Because he already into his max rookie contract extension. So I think
All
he'll
right,
probably make about 33 million.
All right, so we give him Toppin quickly. That's about what, 10 right there, 10 to 12?
Yeah.
10 to 12 million right there. And then we got to give you one of the 10 million joints too to go with that. So it's either Burks or
Noel,
Noel.
probably both.
Yeah.
Probably
And
both.
we give you a first round pick in 2 seconds. That should even it out, right?
Yeah, it depends on what you want to give up. How much do you like him?
I like him a lot.
Well, you'd be willing to pay a lot for him too. I'm just saying in context. I'm just saying that we do it in context. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying we gotta think about what we getting. We getting an all-star that fit the timeline, that could play defense and score. So I think I'll go for it.
Is he gonna want to be the man over Randall?
I think if
good question. Good question.
If we were to pick Alonzo Ball, that would have solved our point guard right there.
There's no ball talk here, please. I be looking, I was just creeping. Please, no ball talk here. Anything but ball.
Right. I would say, man, I
he
would
play
say
defense though, Beans.
Yeah. And bro, I'm gonna tell you something too that is very underrated about Lonzo. This dude sees the game in a way that you can't teach it through by head coaches. You legit have to talk to Lonzo separately than you do, and LaMelo than you do to the rest of the team.
You know what they got? They got that J Kid vision. Oh,
bro,
that.
And they thought he was crazy for taking his son out of school, but you see what he did. He just got him more experience, like, you know what I'm saying? And that was a smart move because that boy looking good. But they all could play. And you gotta remember, what makes kids good is competing, and those kids competed on all levels. They big in Cali, like all those Drew leagues, and the Ball family boys is good. I ain't gonna say I would have been mad if we would have got him. On the strength of that, he played D and he see the floor.
And you know what they said about the Ball brothers? That they can't shoot. And as of right now, both of them are shooting excellent from three. I think. Let me go back and check Lonzo real quick. But I know LaMelo was
he's shooting good, Freezy.
Yeah, LaMelo was shooting like 38%.
They both.
Yeah.
They both shooting good.
But I heard Jello was a better shooter than both of them.
He is. He older.
Yeah.
And you gotta remember, you know how the big brother, little brother things go. The little brother cooking up like that is because he went through, the run going against his brothers all his life. And they got good work ethic, those brothers. I give it up to them. As far as basketball wise, I don't know,
The big ball did a good job, man.
Facts, 100%. I agree.
And so right now LaMelo is shooting 40% from three, right?
Mm-hmm.
96.6 from the free throw line. He averages 6.6 rebounds, 7 assists, and 20 points a game. That's LaMelo.
This is second.
I'll take that.
Hell yeah, I'll take that. But his defense is sus, right?
Nah, he guards up.
He guards up?
Yeah.
Like his brother?
Who you asking about, Beans? My bad. This hard will because y'all keep
Lonzo.
Yeah, Lonzo guard up.
Yeah.
No, I know Lonzo guard up. I said, do the younger brother guard up like
LaMelo?
Oh yeah, he's faster, so he know how to play. he's smart, man. I think them overseas years really helped him so much because over there they push him down. You know, they don't care about you over there.
They playing with the adults.
Yeah, them grown men ain't playing over there. And then, you know, like I say, basketball hours experience from he playing in all the summer leagues everywhere,
Right.
highest level of basketball, and then he going overseas.
Right.
You know, and we remember it's all about learning. So for him to be young and learn all that about basketball, he's gonna cook up because he has the dribbling skills and the IQ and the speed. You know what I mean? And the height.
And the height.
And
And the
when you
length, arm length, yeah.
and the length. So when you see a player that early, that's why he was the rookie of the year, and he's gonna be an all-star quick. They're already talking about is he an all-star this year already.
Yep.
And I hope
Yeah.
RJ keep doing good, man. He can't let these guys beat him to the all-star game.
Yeah, RJ, man, listen, RJ, I think the thing that people sleep on RJ Barrett about, and in fairness to RJ assists is lower than what you would expect from an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, if you see the passes RJ Barrett be hitting people with, you like, this ain't even RJ Barrett's fault. Like the one where he hit Mitch off the chest. Bro, if you are big and the basketball hits you off the chest, your ass need to be selling life insurance. You don't need to be playing NBA basketball, bro. You need to be a 7 foot tall substitute teacher, bro.
Mhm.
Cause bro, you under the paint and you on offense. The main thing you're supposed to be looking for is the basketball.
Yeah. And then think about it. He threw the ball 3 times to Noel a game, so that's 3 turnovers.
Oh, and injuries. He probably gonna bust Nolan's Noel fingers. Have you ever had your fingers jammed by basketball, bro? Nolan's Noel, bro. Oh God. Man. Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, you know what, guys? We could get a point guard out there, but we gotta get rid of somebody, right? I say get rid of Burks and get a good point guard.
What about the point guards you currently have?
Well, the point guard I'm talking about, like a vet point guard, because you know Tibbs, he like his vet point guards, right?
But why would you? I'm asking, why would you get rid of depth at the wing position to get a point guard?
Because Burks ain't doing nothing. He's not doing nothing. He's not living up to his contract.
But your point guards ain't either. That's why you're looking for one.
And then is he really not living up to his contract? Ain't Burks averaging like 12 points off the bench right now?
Yeah. No, 6 points.
He got to average more than that.
Yeah, hey, so CWC, I'm asking, like, why would you trade a wing player for a point guard when you could just move your point guards for a point guard?
Good, you could get Grimes that spot, Burke's spot, and you could get a vet point guard because if Tibbs not playing the rookie, you just have to get a point guard.
Nah,
man.
he's saying CWC. He's saying why don't you move a point guard for a point guard, which makes sense.
Because I guess he throw the rookie in there too to get some burn, which I can understand.
Yeah. Because Burke's not living up to his contract, man.
Right, because he averaging 7 points a game. CWC,
7?
right?
Okay.
7, yeah. Yeah. And he's shooting 38% from the floor, bro.
So what you trying to use him as a throw-in for money in the trade? I mean, we did pay him.
Yeah. But he was doing good last year, too.
Oh, man.
Maybe it's still early.
Yeah, it's early.
Package him and Kimber.
Oh, God.
No, I'm just saying if it came down to it and we had to pick
crazy.
I say it now. I'm just saying if it came down to it.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Beans. I'm with you.
We had to dot the I's and the T's with Kimber. Listen.
Cause we can't keep on playing all this season with no kind of defense with the point guards, man. Oh, it just looks so sad when you watch the game. You like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
How he get beat so quick?
About Freezy? What about our boy overseas?
Rokas Jokovitis.
Yeah.
He got another year.
That's my man's.
What's up?
He'll be with us next year. He'll be with us next year.
Yeah, he'll probably be back next year.
Hey, Uncle Freezy, don't he play a small forward?
Nope, point guard.
Point guard? Oh, okay. So that's why we ain't getting no point guard yet, because he gonna be our point guard.
Rokas Jokibitis.
Almost forgot
Him and
about
Grimes. Him and Grimes.
Yep.
I think that'd be dope. Him and Grimes in the backcourt.
Yeah, man.
You good?
And he could play defense.
Yep. Hey, and so guess what? So my man is 6'4", 185 at point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And thus far, he's shooting 42.9% from three. Yeah, man. Hey, y'all, I gotta wrap up right here. I gotta do something for the car. So I'm gonna wrap up right here.
Where you going, Freezy? You can't talk to us?
No. And then
Oh, no, I just play.
Now, and plus we got a watch along coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the watch along coming up. So CWC, you gonna come and do the play-by-play?
Say that again.
You gonna show up so you can do the play-by-play?
No, I ain't doing no play-by-play.
Come on, man.
I don't like that. Uncle Freezy, no, I don't like that, man. People talking, you can't even get your point across.
Yeah,
I don't like that,
hard.
Man.
It is hard.
Yeah.
Though. It is hard.
Because Uncle Freezy, when I came on the show, I was like, what the hell?
Hey, go
Yeah.
for it.
I like
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were doing the play-by-play. Sub was doing the play. He was doing a great job, but we trying to talk.
Yeah,
it was just crazy.
Yeah, but what we'll do is, man, we'll jump on for the watch long, hang out. Hopefully we won't have to do the play-by-play. Hopefully the Knicks will get up by 20 and we can just hang out and talk.
Yeah. I'm with you. We could do a play-by-play. What time are you coming on?
About 10 minutes. About 10 minutes before the game come on.
Oh, okay.
We were watching the game. They up right now by 18. So let's just chill, talk it out until it get a little close. Come off the court. They down too.
Yeah, next thing you know, I'm stressed out. And I'm trying to go outside and yeah, man. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all later, man.
I'll see you tonight, man.
All right, boss.